Welcome to the Early Risers Club Presents podcast. We originally recorded these episodes of Season 1 in March of 2020 at the very beginning of the coronavirus pandemic and lockdown. We hope you enjoy the conversations we had with the artists as we talk about the stories behind the songs and the process that went into making them. Welcome to the Early Risers Club Presents.
Early Risers Club Presents. Woohoo!
I'm Bruce Buktovich.
I'm Carly Bear. And we've got a special guest today.
Woo-hoo. Super special guest.
Yeah.
For the first time.
For the first guest.
For the first guest.
What's your name, special guest?
My name is Greg Roteik.
All right. Where are you calling from, Greg?
I'm actually calling from the backcountry of California.
Oh my gosh.
Greg has been quarantined there for, how many days have you been out there now?
We have been, I've been out actually in this spot for about 7 days already.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy, it's been that long. But we have been traveling since early January, and we were already kind of quarantined, but now we're just in one spot. So,
yeah.
Living off the grid and off the land, and I just have enough juice to talk to you guys, basically.
Yay!
Oh, perfect. Well, you do realize you're going to make it. So.
Oh, well, if I could grab you guys and bring you with me, oh, God, that would be so much fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, man. I'm dying for a road trip right now.
Yeah, see, you're gonna go on a road trip, Greg, and it's going to be about picking up all, like, the holiday family. You know, and it's going to be this big caravan, and it's something that they'll like write in the history books, and they're going to make movies out of it.
I'm sure I could find a bus out here somewhere. That wouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, well, along the way, once you get enough people to warrant a bus, don't weigh yourself down too early.
Oh, I'll need like any more passengers other than my wife and I'm going to need a bus. I mean, we've got this Suburban just stocked to the gills. I mean, we've got everything with us. So,
well, you're just going to have to caravan. You're going to have to get the bus and keep what you have. I mean, you know, nothing's dead weight unless it's just not working.
It'll be fine. We'll be good.
It'll be fine. You'll be good.
We'll get that. Oh man.
So. The Early Risers Club, usually it's me and Carly getting up about 8-ish in the morning, getting our cup of coffee and conversation.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of roll down about 8:30, right? Give or take?
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
Give or take, 8:45 maybe. I'm the...
You're more of a 9 or 10.
Well, okay.
Maybe
I
you wake up
at 8:30,
sooner.
yeah. And then
Okay.
9 or 10.
He's a wild card. It's a variable.
Yeah. Always a variable.
But consistent. He's there.
He's there.
You know, yeah.
You guys are usually the first people that I see in the morning, and it makes my whole day.
Aw.
You can't hear my little heart flutter.
But it really does. Oh, it's funny.
But yeah, at least, you know, in the mornings we get to talk about, you know, the day coming up, the night before, the things on our mind.
It's a really nice way to just sort of like set the tone for the rest of the day. It's almost, I don't want to say meditation because it's not that, but it is like a recentering, I think. So like you have the whole previous day, and then you show up at the diner in the morning, and it's like, okay, let's process and then move into the new day and do it all again tomorrow.
Yeah. Therapy in the morning with a bunch of caffeine and
lots of caffeine.
Avocados.
Oh man, that caffeine there is fantastic.
It's different from regular coffee, right? Are we all in agreement?
It truly is. I think that it is too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's no cup of coffee like holiday coffee.
And it's interesting because it fires you up, but you can drink it all day and all night and not mega crash from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like,
I stopped drinking. Like, I made a hard rule for myself: no more coffee after midnight, because
that's a good rule.
Yeah. It's a good rule because I wasn't able to sleep.
No one else outside of these events will ever understand cutting yourself off from coffee at midnight.
Well, that's...
Yeah.
I mean,
It
once
doesn't
you're
sound
up all
normal.
day, people will cut themselves off maybe 3 p.m., 4 p.m.
What is the average hour of sleep you guys get a night at the Holiday?
Oh,
4.
4.
I would
4.
say 4. Yeah, 4 is a
4.
pretty good number.
Yeah.
Although this past Love on Holiday, I think, just because I was mainly engineering, I shut that shit down about 2 o'clock. So I would get
Oh.
either between 6 and 4, because sometimes I could just like shut down the studio and relax and go and hang out, kind of decompress. But there were a couple times, like conveniently, maybe there weren't a lot of people around, and I just took the opportunity to sleep. Holy crap, is that amazing?
It was pretty good. This past event, there was a lot. I think there was a lot more sleep too on my end as well, because you felt like you didn't have to like, oh my god, I got to stay up and finish this thing. It was like, you know what, that can wait till tomorrow. Like it was a lot less stressful. I think this last.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying stress in a negative connotation, but stressful as in just a
busy.
lot going on and busy. You know.
The pressure was different. It wasn't like constant and like crushing the whole time.
Right.
You know, it
some-
breathed, it eased in.
Some festivals start with like breakneck speed right out of the gate, and then some of them take a little bit to sort of get going. And it felt like this was more of the latter. It was like the beginning of the week was real slow. Like just like, we'll just finish this song when we finish it. Like,
Right.
which is nice. It's nice to change it up sometimes.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure. Well, too bad we can't play any songs from that festival.
Oh,
I
wow.
know.
There were some
It's a
killer
bummer.
ones this last festival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but in the spirit of playing songs, that's why we're here.
Yeah, let's get that ball rolling.
Who wants to go first? Maybe we should start with a Greg song if he's
Oh.
going to have two.
Oh.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, he could bookend it. We'll start with Greg, and then
Nice.
Oh, I'm the
And folks,
bookends. Oh, I love
we,
it.
we are we are figuring this out as we go, so this is fun.
this is fun.
You two are the books in my bookends.
Oh yeah.
Aw.
So, of your two picks, Greg,
Yeah.
which one would you like to do?
You know, what, let's send her off right with Elevator.
Elevator.
Nice. Well, tell us a little bit about that.
Oh wow, Elevator was Dark Songs,
2017.
right? 2017. Nice.
So, yeah, was that a spin? And
Oh,
again, we spin a Jameson bottle that has a laser pointer on it, and it selects 3 songwriters, and then we have to write a song at these festivals. So there's that. But we also can write outside of those collaborations. So, Greg, was it a spin or was it a non-spin?
gosh, Carly, I don't remember. What this was a non.
No, it was a spin.
It was a spin, and we were trying to write something up in the upper hallway, right?
This was so no, we were in your room. You were rooming with Charles Boehm, and you had that little cot on the floor.
Oh, that's right. This. We had a couple that week though, so that's why I'm kind
Well,
of.
we were
mixing this
writing
up.
Ghosts in the Granary at the same time.
Oh, right. We were
Waiting
charged
for
with
Liam.
that one. Yes. Yes, we spun with Liam. That's right. Thank you. That's why I'm glad you were talking to me about this.
It was written in room 124, according to this sheet. I have the info track sheet.
It did not start in 124, but the majority of it was written and processed in 124 because that was where Liam was at.
Is that Liam's room?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Event, yeah.
The notes aren't correct.
Or just not complete.
Well, yeah, because we started up in your room and we were writing Ghosts in the Granary while we were waiting for Liam because he was busy doing something.
That's right. And then the riff came out and I just had that opening riff and we just looked at each other and went, oh, that's cool. And then we just ripped that thing out.
We started writing, we had the first verse. And then then we'd finished Ghost in the Granary, and
then we immediately
and Liam was all of a sudden
downstairs.
present. Yeah, he was there, and so we went in there.
Was Claire Kelly a part of this?
Claire,
also?
yeah, we roped her in. She was just sitting in the diner.
Yeah, we just kind of pulled her in, and that worked out really well.
What was the recording process like?
Why don't we talk about that after we listen to it?
Okay, you want to listen to it now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right,
cool.
so here comes Elevator.
Don't let them fool you with the preservation fairy tales, cause it's not true. And if you think it is, well, I got a bridge to sell you. The city of sin that we're living in. Where do you think temptation's coming from? Fire and brimstone and everything hot. A grain elevator, you'd think, but it's not. It's a gateway to hell right here in the middle of town. And it's going down. It's the elevator and the only way is down. That's why you never ever mess around with the elevator, cause the only way is down. Listen, children, I know it's hard to take, but there's a lot at stake, and these villains are deadly as long as they stay hidden. I have no doubt, we gotta flush them out. Yes, cause our precious time is running out. The beacon of hope in the county of doors sinks lower and lower than ever before, to the negative 666th floor. Look around, cause it's going down. It's the elevator and the only way is down. That's why you never ever ever mess around. Cause the elevator's the only way is down. The elevator and the only way is down. And the only way is down. Oh, the only way is down. If you wanna save this town, then the only way is down. And the only way is down.
Yeah, that's so cool. That was Elevator. And that song was written by Carly Bear, Gregory Roteik, and Mr. Liam Hall, the legend, the master.
With some help from Claire Kelly.
From Claire Kelly, yes, absolutely.
And so Liam recorded that.
That was in Liam's lair.
Liam's Lair.
If I remember, we had kind of the layout, but then we brought it into his room and we just geeked out on it so hard and so fast. And it was just like, oh yeah, let's do that. And then he brought out the keys and he started playing that keys line. I was like, oh man, that was...
Yeah.
He did program drums on that?
He did program drums on it. And I played guitar. I smashed the guitar line and then I'm like, well, just give me the bass, and then just rip the bass line over it. It was so quick. Everything was so quick with that.
It was, and I did the vocals, I think, in one take.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Awesome.
super.
And
quick.
I got to tell you, Carly, I'm going to tell you now, and I'm going to tell everyone that might possibly listen to this, but those are some of my favorite vocals by you ever.
Oh, thanks.
Because you belt, and I always knew you have it in you, but you just aggressively belted out those lines, and it was like, it made me real proud.
Ah, thanks. It was a lot of fun. It's still probably one of my favorite songs to sing.
Second episode in, and you've already peaked. So,
Well, I'll be going home now. Oh wait,
none
I
of
am
the other
home.
songs are going to compare now. Way to go, Greg.
That's so funny. That's that was a lot of fun recording that, and just everything about it. Playing it live was great too, and we had Sophie Sputnik play drums with us when we did it live. and she killed it. Wow, just learning it real quick and just slamming it.
Oh, and we should, well, because Dano was going to be the drummer, and he had the flu or something. So
he was wearing
out of
a
commission.
mask for most of the week, and he felt like he couldn't do it. And then so Liam programmed.
And it's so interesting too, because like the way that because we tracked it without drums, and so I heard it totally differently from how Liam, I guess, heard it. So when I heard it with the drums at first, I was like, "What the fuck?" But he totally, like, the cut time parts that he did, like, he really just,
and we freaked out. It was like one of those things that that I heard already through that I mean, I'm a huge fan of throwing cut time in. And I'm a huge fan of just these epic bridges, you know. Yeah. And that song kind of encompassed all of that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Good choice, Greg. Good opening gambit.
I like
that one. Nice. What's next?
Greg has one more pick since he's been our guinea pig, and a great guinea pig you've been.
Oh, thank you. I try to do well.
I call you a guest, but I mean, I'm not against guinea pig.
I'm not against guinea pigs either.
I just got to get used to it, you know.
Well, we'll have other guests, but we only have the one guinea pig.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wait, I'm guest number 1, right?
Yeah.
Or I should say the number 1 guest.
There's only ever one. There's only ever one first.
Only ever one. Yeah. Oh boy. The next one that I wanted to pick was actually a quick audible, but Monkeys with Crayons, that was done by myself, Leilani Diaz at the time, and or at this time, but and Chris Simmons, and it was the hardest I've ever laughed, I think, in my entire life. It was so hard to breathe, and it was the three of us, and we pulled in Adrian Heckins, and we did it. Billy Triplett recorded it, and he could barely breathe. He was laughing so fucking hard through this whole process. Teve was present in the room too, and we were all losing our shit. It was one of the most fun studio sessions I ever had too. It was so hard to keep balanced. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I unless I randomly heard it on the radio, this doesn't ring a bell.
It started playing. It's funny because like I only started hearing it in like a few months ago, and then I hear it on a fairly regular basis. And Leilani's delivery is just so good.
Oh my gosh, she is one of my favorite people on the entire planet. We're still really close friends. I actually talked to her earlier today. But that was from 2010, so that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, but the other thing is that just like you guys are all just laughing so hard, and there's so much like spontaneity in the recording. It's really great.
It was definitely a lot of audibles in there for sure. It's fun.
All right, Monkeys with Crayons.
I think it sounds so much funner when it's.
We're rolling it though right now. It's a monster.
Okay.
I don't know notes, so I wouldn't have to be able to play it. Are we recording this?
There are monkeys with crayons invading the town. They've got gum on their bums and the plums on their tongues. They are painting their faces with the fruit of man. They have spilled milky blood, and it's time to cleanse their hands. There are trucks filled with yogurt crashing into doors. There are ninjas in slippers sharpening their swords. You gave me a cock punch, so I slapped your knuckle schmoose. Then run home to Montgomery in his clubhouse caboose. Come in!
Spider touch, comfort, no ring, J-Lo, brown, or stick nugget, old bucket, rabbit, roll, rubbish, roll. Oi!
Shut your mouth.
The monkeys have polished crayons on the lamp. They are finding your women, turning them on damp. If you close one your eyes, you might find the magic key to the edge of the bridge where the monkeys go to pee.
I'm peeing.
Ain't a hoo-ha.
Rabies.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my!
That just sounds like it's a fun time.
Oh, that
Monkeys
was,
with crayons.
That was just an insane evening. It still gets me every time I hear it. A lot of fun.
That's so good.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the best part.
And Chris Simmons, man, he was such a great addition to the songs that he put in here were just fantastic in this festival. And that was Steel Bridge 2010, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. What an event! That's when we were having. I think those were the years where there was like 70 people involved. Was it that year? There was.
The 70 people, I was there 2014 was, I think, the biggest. And I think it was close to 80. Yeah.
Was that?
I can't imagine that.
Was that 14?
That's a lot of
2014.
people.
Wow. It was insane. Like there was how many studios? There's still.
It was still just the 3. And so listening was like 4 hours long every night. And like the backlog for the studio was insane. They couldn't house everybody, obviously, so
Right. There's people staying all across town.
by 2014 I was staying at the motel. The first 2 Steel Bridges I didn't, but
Oh, were you at Gabe and Marsha's?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Cool.
yeah,
cool.
shout out to my Sturgeon Bay mom and dad,
Yay.
Dave and Marsha.
Absolutely. I'm glad it's leveled off the amount of people wise.
Yeah.
I can only imagine it's way easier to handle on all angles for sure.
Oh yeah. No, I think everybody after 2014 was just like, we can't do that ever again.
And that was it. It was like, no, that's never happening again.
That's too much.
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. Now we're lifers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're lifers.
It's a manageable amount. Like I
Yeah.
just can't imagine 70 people. It's just, how do you get anything done?
We had to listen to there was
You
the
know?
listening sessions in the parking lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or was yeah, okay, because before they had the garage next door.
Okay.
So yeah, listening sessions were literally people were going inside to grab more beers and come back out in the parking lot, and it took a long time. And that's when we didn't have when we spun the bottle, we did not have something that it was mounted to. We would literally just
It was just
the
on a
bottle.
carpet and we would just fling it.
And it would
then,
just
like,
go
guess.
halfway across the parking lot and just zip everywhere. Oh my god! Yeah, there was no order to that. It was chaos. It was absolutely amazing though.
Yeah, the one thing that I can say, I mean, I started coming in 2012, and just like the amount of evolution that has happened to the process, and just like how much better we've all gotten at, like, you know, we've just gotten so efficient, and
yeah.
Except for the ability to maintain a circle, that we're still working on that, but
we're still bad
everything
at
else
maintaining
is
a circle.
very efficient.
But everything else, like I think about how it was when I showed up and how it is now, and just it's night and day. And we've just gotten so much better at all of that,
Oh, absolutely.
which is cool.
Yeah, we're knocking out listenings pretty fast,
Mm-hmm.
which gets us to the spin, which gets us back to what we want to do.
It's constant.
I still love the listenings, and that's a good downtime, especially right after you've eaten
Right.
You can go in for like an hour and a half.
Well, and we're like the Three Musketeers. We always sit in the same
Oh,
spots.
yeah, we do. We always sit in the
it's-
same seats. And we've kicked people out of our seats, too.
Oh,
Well,
We're like, what are you doing there? Get out of that one. Yeah. Who did we
That's-
kick out
Man,
last time? Was that,
I felt
who
that. It was
that?
Make. It
Oh,
was Make.
it
It was
was
poor,
Make.
sweet Make. I love him so much. But
He's such a
we rolled
wonderful
up and he
human
was
being.
sitting in our seat. And it's not even our seat. Like, we don't
It's
have any.
not. There's
But I
no,
was still
there's
like,
no
you
real
gotta go.
claim to it.
we love you, mate.
We love you, Make.
Make, I
yeah.
love you so much.
It was part of the performance. No, we were trying to prove a point. Okay, so you know where our seats are.
Yeah.
Don't do it again.
You know where our
Don't
seats
ever,
Oh, we're such
Ever.
assholes, God.
Tony. If it were Tony Charisma,
See,
dude,
Oh, I would
I would move for
I'd take
you.
a back seat
I
to
want
Tony Charisma. I would take a back
I
seat.
hands
I
down.
would let Tony in. That man, he's a national treasure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is it time for our new segment?
Yeah, let's try this out.
We got a new segment.
Called Spillin' the Beans. Yeah, a little look into the growth and evolution of a song. You know, from a little seed, a little bean,
So
a little
is
nugget.
this a new segment for a brand new show?
This is a new segment for a brand new show, yes.
Okay.
Oh, Greg.
Yeah.
You're our first guest. What do
Oh.
you know?
Wait.
Yeah.
Am I the first guest or am I number one?
You're the number one guest.
Okay.
Yes.
We've already been through this. Okay.
But just say it one more time.
Wait, I'm the number one guest? I got it. Perfect. Okay, so what is this new segment then?
We're going to highlight a song, and Dear Man,
Oh.
it's just... yeah,
Dear Man is
Dear
the one we're starting with, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Should I run for cover now or
Oh, no.
Oh, what a fun song.
What do you remember about Dear Man, Greg? Dearman?
Dearman, I remember trying to get that riff. Like I wanted that style so bad. And I had images in my head with that riff of this I don't know, this band that I used to listen to a long time back in the day. It was so poppy and so every time I would strum that riff and that guitar, I'd have to bounce my head back and forth. And I visually, that's what carried the song for me. Like I had to have that. It just wasn't happening. And that's what's in my head started that whole visual of the song. Because a lot of times for me, writing the song gets to be very visual.
So was this a bottle spin or a side right?
This was a side right.
This was a side right.
This was a side right.
It was you two and
Vince
Vince jumped in for just vocals, right?
no, he was
Or
there.
was
He was there.
throwing? Oh, okay.
So it started
we're
off
in the lobby. We're in the
Yeah,
lobby.
standard operating procedure. Carly and Greg in the lobby.
Standard
And-
operating procedure, yeah.
And Vince hopped on pretty early on. Because we were there. We were there for like a whole day. Like there's a photo of us
Yeah.
in the morning, and then there's a photo of us and it's dark outside, and like Jamie's on the suitcase drums.
Yeah.
And Jamie Clark also, I have to shout him out for the Death by Chevrolet line, because that
Death by
was 100%
Chevrolet.
him.
That was a good line. Fantastic
Yeah, so
line.
he definitely got on board writing that one too. But it was kind of, and you and I have done this before, Greg, where we start writing a song at Love on Holiday, and because all of the songs are supposed to be based on art pieces,
Yeah.
we would like get like a riff going, and then we'd be like, okay, let's go see what art piece we want it to be about. And we went down, we looked at the there's all the art pieces like taped to the mirror in the holiday lobby, and we looked at, I mean, it was Dear Man like instantly.
Yeah.
So that was how we got the inspiration for that. And then, but I was sifting through voice memos for the segment, and one voice memo, this isn't even just all of them, one voice memo for Dear Man was 55 minutes long.
Of course it was.
And then there's like 6 others. So
What about the entire pop album that we wrote in 14 minutes?
I know. I wish I gotta find that. That's somewhere. I think
Okay.
it does exist. I have found it. I just have
Because
to.
that was fun. There was a few beers involved with that too. I believe.
Yeah.
You guys write a lot.
Yeah.
We try to write a lot. There's a lot of incomplete songs,
lot.
but we do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Beard and the Bear.
The Beard and the Bear.
Yeah. So, because I'll come down and, assume the position when I see you guys set up, kind of just, rolling, and you've been like recording nonstop for 45 minutes. And so I just kind of sit in sometimes, like, okay, I'm probably going to play bass on this. All right, figure out something, walk away, do a thing, come back, song's done, time to go in the studio.
You're my go-to. When I can't play bass, you're my go-to, Bruce. You know that.
Yeah, man. I like how we tag team it up.
Absolutely.
But you record a lot of the little bits and pieces. So...
Yeah.
You found a gem, Carly, or
well, I kind of did a little mini supercut. I didn't want to. I mean, there's so much material. I didn't want to like have it be 5 minutes of exploring the origins of Dear Man, but I did cut a few things that made me laugh together. And one of them is that we started the thing that I think became the guitar riff. Started off as whistles. We were all whistling.
Oh, cool.
Which is so silly.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so.
Spill the beans, right?
Let's spill the beans.
That's funny.
This is the early demo version.
Early demo version.
Where it came from.
Perfect. I love it.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3, go.
Driving all night or something. Had something until Barrett derailed me.
I love how angry you get. That's so awesome. Fucking, I was almost there too. Thanks, Dick.
Almost driving down 57. It was 11:30, yeah. Putting the pedal down.
And then, you just like move on.
Yeah.
Like do the other side of the. And just get
like
there.
there's a fog. It's foggy. It's hard to see the road.
Okay.
Dear Man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dear man, are you standing here, man? I wanna step aside. If you wanna stay alive.
Well, is that more chorus?
It sounds
I like
horsey.
this. Dear man. Shoot.
I think that's the end of the supercut.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so
just
funny.
Just to hear that like raw, take on things at that point in time, that moment of everyone just kind of riffing.
And for someone
really
that doesn't ever hear anything other than the finished, complete, or recorded or performed song, like it's pretty cool. I can imagine being on that end of it and hearing some of the actual process. Like stuff that they'll never ever hear, or that's a pretty cool segment. Spill the beans. This is cool. Nice, guys.
Yay.
Spilling them.
Spilling those beans.
My whistle skills are
well,
just
we're none of us whistlers.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But so that's just you guys just jamming it in the
lobby,
in the motel lobby.
Yeah.
Just recording on an iPhone.
That's so
and
funny.
kind of getting the ideas down, or just capturing it
hollering
while you riff.
Were we hollering at Barrett?
Barrett came in. Yeah, so the segment I trimmed it down. Barrett. He was FaceTiming his wife and child. And and so he brought them in, and I was talking to them, and then he walks away and he goes, "Finish your song." And I had just been in the about to be like, "Oh, Greg, I had this idea," when Barrett came in.
Oh, nice.
And so when he walked away, I was like, I had something until he
and
came
the funny
through.
the funny thing is about that, had he not come and interrupted it, that song might have gone to a totally different direction.
Right?
Isn't that amazing how that works? He could have changed.
Yeah,
he
a
could
little
have.
nod to
He could
Barrett.
have rippled that whole thing in a completely different direction had you
Well-
gone with that idea you came up with.
Well, let's,
That's how
Fine.
it works. It's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
We got to give props. We got to give props to his rude interruption there.
we love you, Barrett. Also,
Love
shut
it.
up.
Also,
Yeah.
that's
Take the credit, Barrett. Take the credit. So basically the song evolved, and Pat McDonald was able to listen to it, and
He gave us
Give his
some really
approval.
good feedback too, in
Oh,
the
yeah,
bridge particularly, because we had a
We
really
were
hard
trying
time.
to come up with the human venison part, and I think that's where he.
I think I was there
worded
for
it better. He worded it. I forget what we were trying to say, but he came and worded it way better than we did, and it just rang
Yeah,
pretty smooth. Pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Did we recorded that in Hamilton's, right? Hamilton studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay, well, let's just play the final version of Dear Man.
Oh,
This is what Dear Man became.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, from that last little bit, the small little seed
nice.
in the motel lobby.
Love it.
Driving down 57, it's now 11:30 and I'm putting the pedal down. Fog so thick I can barely see, but that's not something that's troubling me. Oh no, I know which way to go. In the blink of an eye, I lost my sense of time. What the fuck is crossing the yellow line? Is that a deer man? Why are you standing here, man? Step off to the side if you wanna stay alive. Oh dear man, have you any fear, man? Get out of the way, or it's death by Chevrolet. Standing tall on a mission, on the path to collision. Oh my, what's with the suit and tie? Imagination running wild. Did a dear woman birth a dear little child? Oh my, and this is how you die. Impact imminent, probably gonna leave a dent. I can't afford another accident. Dear man, it's getting hard to steer. Man, step on to the side if you wanna stay alive. Oh dear man, I'm being real sincere. Man, it's too late to run, 'cause here I come from one grill to the other. My sympathies to your dear mother. Spatula at the ready. Don't taste so good in a bowl of spaghetti. I can't understand. Are you animal or are you man? Am I half cannibal when I begin eating human venison? Dear man, dear man, dear man, shed a little tear, man, but I can't really frown. You were delicious going down. Oh dear man, let's get one thing clear, man. I'm sorry that you died, but I'm gonna wear your suit and tie. Bye bye.
Love it.
And the triplets.
And the Dirty Deuce triplet ending. That's
Dear
so funny.
man.
Dear man, there were a couple.
Carly with the Weezer harmony at the very end. I love it. I absolutely love it.
And there, oops.
Yeah, it's the Beard and the Bear, or the Beard and the Bear Power Pop.
The Beard and the
That's
Bear Power
right.
Pop. Yeah, there were the Roteik signatures, the halftime.
Yeah. Me and Jamie Clark rhythm section.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
That was good.
So, guess what, Greg?
What's up?
That was that was the spill the beans, and you just spilled the beans
I
on
love
Dear
it.
Man.
That was so great. And the funny thing is, Carly, between you and I, we probably have 2 weeks worth of stuff like that.
Just
I mean, if
like
we went
raw
consistent from
footage?
beginning to
yeah.
end, no, probably way more than that. I'm undercutting that one, underselling that one. Absolutely.
It's all the extra effort just so we can hear all this great music.
Absolutely.
And capture it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's for all you guys.
And my life would not be the same without any of this. It would be completely different without Pat and MJ and the festivals and that place. That place is so magical. I'd be a completely different person without all of you. Absolutely.
Yeah, likewise.
Especially you two.
It's a game changer.
Yeah, really.
You know, it's not just about the music. There's so much more to it.
Interestingly enough, it's about the music, but it never is really about the music. It's about everything else, all the experiences, all the moments with everybody else.
Yeah.
That's what it really is for me.
I believe it's all of that stuff that it comes out in the music. That's why the music is the way it is because we're soaking in everything. All these interactions, you know, old friends, new friends, awesome experiences, weird experiences, you know, failures and successes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And you know how like outside of the festival, you work well with some people and you don't work well with others. But it feels like in this environment and in this festival, we all, in one way or another, work extremely well with each other. And you can't find that anywhere else. You know, it's like, I've jammed with people. I'm like, yeah, well, let's not do that again. I've never really experienced that here, you know, at this whole event. There's a lot of magic going on.
Yeah. It's pretty magical.
It's a magical place.
It really is.
So I don't know how to end this. I don't want to.
You know,
it's just like the
want to
festivals.
either.
It's like, I don't.
Is there anything else we can talk about? Greg's got like 30% left on his computer.
You guys, thank you so much for bringing me in and having me be a part of this.
Heck yeah. Thanks for agreeing to.
You're the only one.
You're the
to be our
number
first
one.
guest.
You know how it would be even a better number one is if next time I saw you, I had this really amazing bass to play. And you know what? I am itching so badly to play that thing. Like you don't even know how happy you made me by showing me that thing via FaceTime. I can't even express to you how grateful I am.
She's a beaut.
You're a handsome man. You're a handsome man, and I love you. Thank you, Bruce.
I love you too, Greg. Thanks for being on with us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So do I just hang up on you guys and like, I don't even know how you say, do you just say goodbye?
We don't really have a sign off yet.
This is Greg Roteik signing off. I'll see you for my segment tomorrow.
Roteik on the road.
Tips from the road tech. I don't know.
We should do this now. Let's introduce a hopefully reoccurring little clip segment, the Roteik on the road, the road tips. I've been traveling for a while, and I've been coming up with I have these daily realizations that I've been experiencing for many, many years now, but all these new things, and I have to keep enduring, and I come up with fun little things to apply to your life, especially for the traveling musician.
There you go. Nice tie-in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So number one, give us number one.
Number one, I think, was today's realization that when transferring your collected rainwater to your drinking facility, always filter the bugs out.
Brilliant.
As in, bring a bandana, keep a bandana with you at all times, because you can filter really gross water with it. But that's my tip of the day. Filter the bugs out.
There you go.
Perfect. Thanks, Greg.
Yeah. And is that it?
I think that's it.
Yeah, we can let you sign us off if you want.
Okay.
The show is Early Risers Club Presents.
The Early Risers Club Presents, featuring the number one guest, Greg Roteik. Signing off.
Perfect.
Coming at you tomorrow, but signing off for today. Right?
Awesome.
Is that how we do it?
Sure.
Okay.
There are
Coming
no
at you
rules.
tomorrow, but signing off for today.
Early Risers Club Presents is brought to you by the Holiday Music Motel in beautiful Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, and by Steel Bridge Radio.